Hey Kevin, I need to talk to you about work. Do you have a moment?
What's up? It's rare for you to want to discuss work.
I know, I usually try to keep work and home life separate.
Something happened at the office?
No, nothing bad happened. I probably should wait until we're home to talk about this, but I think it's better to discuss it over text so we can stay calm.
Is it that much of a controversial topic?
Well, I've been doing a lot of thinking about my career lately.
That sounds serious. You're not getting laid off, are you?
No, nothing like that. Actually, I'm thinking of changing jobs. A friend's startup has been trying to recruit me for a while. I'm planning to leave my current company and go there.
What?
I know it might sound sudden, but I've actually been considering this for months.
Months? Why am I just hearing about this now?
Because I wanted to be sure about my decision before bringing it up. It's quite different from my current industry. But honestly, it's a field I've always wanted to try, and I want to take this opportunity to challenge myself with something new.
Whoa, hold on a second. I get that switching jobs is normal these days, and I'm not totally against it. But startups are known for crazy hours and low pay.
I've looked into all that. Yeah, my salary would probably drop by about half.
Half?
I know it sounds drastic.
Drastic? It's insane! How much have you actually thought this through?
I've thought about it a lot, but I still want to take this chance. I don't want to stay at my current company until retirement, and life's too short to have regrets. I want to live without them.
What are you talking about? You work at a prestigious corporation that everyone knows. Plus, you make $120,000 a year, more than me. Throwing that away for a startup is just stupid.
Money isn't everything, Kevin. It's not that I'm unhappy with my current position, but I don't feel like I'm growing, and I'm not enjoying it. I want to challenge myself and work hard at something I'm passionate about.
This sounds like a midlife crisis or something. You're seriously willing to throw away a stable career for some risky startup?
It's not risky in the way you think. You know, I'm going to be joining as an executive, so if the company does well, my compensation will increase significantly. Plus, we've already paid off the mortgage on our apartment, so even if my income drops, $60,000 a year is still above average, right?
Are you kidding me? Above average isn't good enough. How am I supposed to brag to my friends about that?
What?
Do you know how good it feels when my friends are jealous of me? Having a high-powered corporate wife making 6 figures, but now with you making $60K, they'll just laugh at me.
Is that really what matters to you? What your friends think?
Of course it matters. You know how much status I get from being married to you?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not some trophy for you to show off.
Well, you're certainly not going to be one anymore at some startup making half your current salary.
I can't believe you're reducing our marriage to just my salary.
Shut up. I'm against this job change, period.
Kevin, please. This isn't just about money. The startup is doing innovative work that could really make a difference.
I don't care what they're doing. You're not taking a pay cut.
Even if you say that, I can't give up. I'll prove to you that this was the right decision. I'll show results. Please, just believe in me. Don't you trust your high-powered wife that you've been bragging about so much?
Well,
the company has amazing potential. With my experience and their technology, we could really build something special.
you're really set on this, aren't you?
Please, just think about it one more time and try to look at it positively. I've really thought this through, and I genuinely want to take this challenge. Kevin told me everything, Sarah. So you're going to work at some rocket launcher place to take off or whatever? It's a startup, Barbara, not a takeoff. The only person who works with rocket launchers is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't get smart with me, young lady. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. I appreciate your concern, but this is between Kevin and me. Nothing is just between you two when it affects the whole family. I heard other things too. Apparently, your salary is going to be cut in half. How ridiculous to switch jobs under those conditions! I understand your concerns about the financial aspects, but I promise I'll make this successful, so please support me in this. It's a growing industry, and we're already seeing positive signs. I'm serious about building up both the company and the industry, and if things go as planned, making $300,000 a year would be easily achievable. Oh, really? Kevin didn't tell you the whole story, did he? What do you mean? Didn't Kevin tell you? They're actually bringing me on as an executive. Yes, my salary will be halved at first, but as the company grows, my income will grow with it. My goodness, an executive means you're really high up, doesn't it? And your salary could go up to $300,000? That's the potential, yes, and it's not just about the money. Tell me more about this executive position. I'll be helping shape the company's future. I'm determined to make this work. When we succeed, I'll be able to give Kevin an even better lifestyle than we have now. Well, in that case, all right, I'll approve your job change on the condition that you let me live with you. I'll even help convince Kevin. Wait, living together is a condition for letting me take this job? Is that so unreasonable? You'll need support during this transition. I appreciate the offer, but Kevin and I are fine on our own. But your income is definitely going to drop and life will be unstable. I heard your work hours will be more irregular than ever. The person most affected by this will be my son, Kevin. That's why I want to live with you and help out. Help out? Think about poor Kevin. You'll be all alone while you're working those long startup hours. Kevin is a grown man. He can take care of himself. Besides, if anything happens, I have my pension and savings. Barbara, I really don't think... And with your new schedule, someone needs to keep the house in order. I can cook, clean, do laundry. I appreciate your concern, but living together? Oh, are you refusing? Then I can't approve of this job change either. What? And I won't help convince Kevin either. Without that, you won't be able to change jobs. Are you actually threatening me? Threatening? I'm offering to help. But if you don't want my help... Fine. At this point, I'll accept living together or whatever else. Just please help convince him. I really want to go all in on this career move. It's so important to me. Now that's the right attitude. Don't worry, I'll make sure Kevin sees things our way. Our way? Yes, it's a deal. I'll convince Kevin to approve your job change right away. But in exchange, you absolutely must reach that $300,000 salary. I'll do my best. And we'll be one big happy family. I'll start packing my things right away. Just to be clear, we need to set some ground rules about privacy. Of course, dear, whatever you say. Now, let me go talk to Kevin about your wonderful new opportunity.
Just as I thought, you failed. What startup? What $300,000 salary? You're just a pathetic failure and a liar. Get out of my house.
What's gotten into you, Kevin?
Don't act innocent. You must think I'm an idiot.
I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. You must be panicking now that we know your company went bankrupt.
What? The company went bankrupt?
Stop with the act already. It's pathetic.
Kevin, I'm completely lost here. What are you talking about?
Confess everything right now. That startup you joined has already gone under, hasn't it? You failed at your big challenge, right? And now you're covering up with an $8.50 an hour part-time job.
What are you talking about?
Playing dumb won't help you anymore. We already know everything.
We? Who's we?
Mom found a job flyer in your room.
In my room?
Yeah, part-time job doing inventory in a supermarket for $8.50 an hour. Can't believe you're working at a place like that.
How did she even...
Is that all you can say? No wonder you've been so secretive lately.
I haven't been secretive. I've been busy with work.
Yeah, busy hiding your failure.
Wait, hold on. There are several misunderstandings here, so let's stop for a second.
Misunderstandings?
First of all, finding something in my room means Barbara went into my room without permission, right? We had an agreement that she would never enter my room while living together. Breaking that rule is unacceptable.
Who cares about that right now? Stop trying to change the subject.
It's not changing the subject. It's a serious violation of trust.
Shut up. That's not the issue right now. First, confess everything. You're trying to cover up the bankruptcy with this part-time job, aren't you?
You've got it all wrong, so please listen. The company hasn't gone bankrupt. It's doing really well. I'm not working any part-time jobs.
Then why was this flyer in your room? How can you lie so smoothly when there's evidence?
Evidence? Your evidence is just a random flyer that happened to be in my room.
Stop making excuses. Just admit you failed.
I haven't failed at anything. If you just let me explain.
My wife used to make six figures, who all my friends envied, has failed at her job change. I'm completely disappointed in you, Sarah. You need to get out of this house.
Excuse me?
You heard me. Get out.
You're kicking me out based on a misunderstanding?
I don't need a wife who can't bring in money. I only married you because you had an impressive income and title that I could brag about. Can't believe it's come to this. This is ridiculous.
So, that's why you married me? You never actually saw me for who I am?
Huh? What do you mean who you are? High-income prestigious company employee. That's who you are. Those are your only good points. The only things worth liking about you. Or they were.
I can't believe this.
What's not to believe? Did you think I married you for your personality?
I thought you loved me.
I was planning to have you quit eventually and become a housewife to support my job. You've ruined all my plans, you useless woman. I've already submitted divorce papers. Don't ever show your face to me again.
What? You've already filed for divorce?
Of course I have. I'm not stupid enough to stay married to a failure.
You filed for divorce without even talking to me first?
There's no benefit in staying married to you anymore.
I see. You really only cared about my title, didn't you? I thought you were this wonderful person who understood my career, but to you, I was just a convenient trophy to show off.
Now you're just a useless trophy that can't even brag about. A worthless wife is just a pig. Get out of here for your $8.50 per hour job.
Sure, but will you be okay?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just wondering if you'll be okay on your own.
Worry about yourself. A divorced old lady working minimum wage. Your life is over.
Oh, really? My life as the CEO of a $10 million company is just getting started.
What?
You heard me correctly.
Don't joke around. What do you mean, CEO?
Just to confirm, you've already submitted the divorce papers, right? So we're officially strangers now? Well then, time to start my new life as a divorced CEO. Maybe I'll really enjoy being single.
Hold on a second. You're the CEO? And the company makes $10 million?
Oh, is that interesting to you now? A moment ago, you were calling me worthless.
This doesn't make any sense. If you're really a CEO, why didn't you say anything?
I tried to explain, but you wouldn't listen. You were too busy throwing accusations.
But why didn't you tell me before?
Would it have mattered? You've made it clear you only care about what you can brag about.
But $10 million? That's...
Oh, yeah, by the way, you're trying to kick me out, but you're the ones who need to leave. I bought this apartment and paid off the mortgage entirely by myself. So Kevin, you and your mom are the ones who need to pack up and get out right now.
Wait, what do you mean? This is our home.
No, it's my home. Check the paperwork.
No, wait. I was planning to get this in a divorce settlement, but never mind that right now. Explain what you mean about being a $10 million company CEO.
There's nothing to explain. I just did what I said I would. Remember when I promised I'd get results after changing jobs? Well, I grew the company exactly as I said I would. And now I'm the CEO.
But how? When did this happen?
While you were busy bragging to your friends about having a trophy wife, I was actually working.
What? You joined as an executive, right? So that executive became CEO?
This wasn't actually supposed to happen. The previous CEO said, I really just enjoy working hands-on and pushed the position onto me, so I became CEO kind of by default.
Just like that? They made you CEO?
Nothing about it was just like that. I worked incredibly hard.
Huh.
It's pretty busy, but I'm fulfilled. And of course, the compensation reflects the position. I've already surpassed that $300,000 goal we talked about.
No way! Your salary is really more than double what it used to be?
Triple, actually. Amazing what can happen when you take risks, isn't it?
But then what about this flyer? It shouldn't have anything to do with you, you're the CEO.
That flyer was just a sample. I had one of our employees make it.
A sample?
We're launching a web design school under our company, and we're preparing everything from curriculum to instructors. We're having our employees test the curriculum first, and that flyer was just a project from the design class.
So this whole time,
Yes, this whole time I've been successfully running a company while you and your mother jumped to conclusions.
oh, I see. So you're not actually working at this part-time job.
That job doesn't even exist in the first place.
What?
Think about it logically. There's no place that pays $8.50 an hour these days. The minimum wage in the city is well over $10 per hour.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
Great. Now that we've cleared up these misunderstandings, could you please pack your things and leave? I don't want to see you or your mom anymore. Please be gone by the time I get back from work.
Wait, Sarah, can't we talk about this?
There's nothing left to talk about. You've shown me exactly who you are.
But if you're really making that much money now,
That's exactly why there's nothing to discuss. You're only interested now that you know about my success. It was a short time, but thanks for everything. Take care. I'm sorry, Sarah. This was all because of my misunderstanding. Please forgive my son. Can't we submit the marriage papers again and make everything okay? I have no intention of making things okay, so please pack your things and leave quickly. Kevin must have told you everything by now, right? He did, but surely we can work this out. It was just a silly misunderstanding. A misunderstanding that led to divorce papers. Don't be so cold. And by the way, isn't it amazing, Sarah, to think you could actually follow through on such a difficult promise? That's my daughter-in-law for you. You're truly a daughter-in-law I can brag about. Now I'm something to brag about? A moment ago, I was worthless. That was before we knew. You're so successful now. Please don't try to change the subject. Pack your things and leave immediately. But where will we go? You can't just throw us out. Actually, I can. This is my apartment. Please, I sincerely apologize for the misunderstanding, so please don't say such things. You don't seem to understand what you did wrong. What you should be apologizing for isn't the misunderstanding. It's entering my room without permission, Barbara. What? That's what you're upset about? Among other things, yes. But that's such a small matter compared to everything else. Even though we lived together, we agreed you wouldn't enter my room without permission, remember? I was just trying to be helpful by cleaning. You've been coming home late because of work, and I thought garbage might be piling up. That's not your decision to make. But I was worried about you. No matter how busy I am, I keep my room clean, and I told you I don't need any cleaning help. I'm sorry, but this was the first time I went into your room. It's cruel to get so angry over just one time. Can't you forgive me when I'm apologizing so much? Well, you just lied again. Now there's zero trust left between us. What? Living together is definitely impossible now. Pack your things and get out. Wait a minute. I'm not lying. This really was the first time I went into your room. Actually, we have evidence. I have video footage of you entering my room multiple times. Thank goodness I installed those security cameras. Security cameras? Yes, and they've been very enlightening. You've been spying on me this whole time. Spying? It's my room. A friend gave me some advice. She said that even when good friends live together harmoniously, problems are inevitable. Security cameras are important for avoiding unnecessary troubles. What kind of friend gives that sort of advice? It's like treating family members as thieves. According to my friend, most conflicts arise from he said, she said situations. So, security cameras are useful for verification later. Actually, they're necessary precisely to avoid treating family like thieves. This is outrageous. You had no right. It's my house, Barbara. I have every right. So you've had cameras installed since we started living together? Yes, the latest model that I can check from my smartphone. I've been so busy with work that I never checked the footage until now. When I finally did look at the data, well, it seems you've invaded my room multiple times. That's not fair, having something like that set up. The footage shows you going through my clothes and belongings. You don't seem to have taken anything valuable, but I'll need to thoroughly check the house later to be sure. I didn't! I just peeked into the room a little. I swear I didn't do anything like stealing. So you admit you went in more than once? I mean... Even just entering without permission is terrible enough. Sneaking into a room multiple times when I specifically asked you not to? That's a serious invasion of privacy. There's absolutely no way we can continue living together. But we're family. Family should trust each other. Trust is earned, Barbara, and you've broken it repeatedly. But... So please leave today, Barbara. It was a short time, but thank you for everything. You're making a terrible mistake! No, the mistake was letting you move in the first place.
I'm sorry, Sarah. Please forgive everything. My misunderstandings, my behavior, all of it. We can end the living arrangement with my mom. Just please marry me again.
Now you want to stay married? That's quite a change from earlier.
I was hasty. I wasn't thinking clearly.
You were thinking very clearly. You showed me exactly who you are.
That's not true, Sarah. I really love you for who you are. You're the only one for me. I've always loved only you.
Is that why you've been cheating on me?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really? But you're always out drinking with young women.
Huh?
Those weren't business meetings, were they?
I don't know what you mean.
Sorry, but I've known about your affairs for a long time. I saw you when I was walking through the bar district for work meetings. Saw you walking arm in arm with young women multiple times.
You must be mistaken.
The woman in the red dress last month? The one in the blue coat before that?
Oh, I thought I was hiding it so well.
You weren't as clever as you thought.
How long have you known?
Barbara is the only one who doesn't know. I've known for over 6 months.
You've known for that long?
Actually, I first saw you 6 months ago. I wanted to confront you and get angry right away, but I pushed through with my job change against your wishes, so I thought maybe you turned to affairs because of that stress. I felt I didn't have the right to blame you, so even though it hurt, I kept ignoring it.
Sarah!
But now we're divorced and I don't need to put up with it anymore, so I'll be claiming compensation for infidelity.
You're kidding, right?
Does it sound like I'm kidding?
But...
Oh, if you'd like, I can sell you the apartment. That way you won't have to leave and you can live here with your girlfriend. I can even sell it to you at a discounted price after the divorce settlement.
I still couldn't afford it. My salary isn't as high as yours.
Oh, right. You've never gotten a promotion, have you? Your salary is pretty much the same as when you first started working.
That's because I had you, Sarah. I was planning to quit work eventually, and since I had a wife who could support me, I didn't think I needed to work hard.
So you were planning to mooch off me forever?
It wasn't like that.
Then what was it like?
I just thought, since you were so successful...
Well, you'll need to step up your game now. You've got Barbara to take care of. Good luck. I'll keep working hard and earning even more.
Can't we just start over?
No, Kevin, we can't. Good luck with your girlfriend. I hear she's quite successful too, though probably not successful enough to support both you and your mother. They wouldn't leave the apartment at first, but I finally managed to get them out with the police's help. Apparently, Barbara had sold their family home, so they had nowhere to go. I heard they both ended up moving in with Kevin's girlfriend. The girlfriend is desperately trying to break up with Kevin. However, since the two of them have nowhere else to go, they refuse to leave, and I hear the three of them are still living together quite lively. Barbara made quite a scene when the police arrived, crying about how I was throwing family out onto the streets. But when they asked her about the unauthorized entry into my room that was caught on camera, she quickly quieted down. I later found out that Kevin's girlfriend had no idea he was married when they started dating. She was under the impression he was a successful businessman living alone. Finding out not only that he was married, but that she was now stuck with both him and his mother? Well, she wasn't pleased. Barbara keeps trying to contact me, sending messages about how families should forgive each other, but I've blocked her number. I heard she's been telling everyone who will listen about her cruel daughter-in-law who abandoned the family. But given that the truth about Kevin's affairs has spread through our social circle, not many people are sympathetic. As for me, the company continues to grow. We've expanded into 3 new markets, and that web design school project has been a huge success. I've moved to a new apartment in a quieter neighborhood, and I'm actually enjoying the peace and quiet of living alone. The funny thing is, now Kevin's friends who used to be so jealous of him are asking me out for drinks instead. I always decline politely. I'm not interested in being anyone's trophy wife ever again.